First up, have you ever wondered why you don't like being around people? It could be because you're an introvert. As an introvert, you crave deeper connections, but with a select few. It doesn't mean you despise socializing, just that it might exhaust you quicker than others. A useful strategy can be setting time limits for social outings, giving you control over your social energy. These comfort zones allow you to enjoy socializing in your own way. Remember, being an introvert isn't a downside, it's just a different way of socializing. And next, does small talk make you uncomfortable? For some, it's a hurdle to cross in social settings. The art of small talk isn't about shallow conversations, but rather a gateway to deeper connections. If small talk feels like a chore, try this. Introduce small, intriguing questions. It's about finding common ground, an overlap of interests, or even a shared sense of humor. Remember, being an active listener is key. Engage, respond, and show your interest. After all, small talk is just a stepping stone to deeper conversations. Next is self-esteem. Do you find yourself feeling unworthy or out of place in social situations? It's a question that many ask, often in silence, with a heavy heart. This discomfort, this unease can often be traced back to struggles with self-esteem. It's like a shadow that follows you into every room, whispering doubts into your ear and painting you as an outsider. Yet the truth is, this shadow is a liar. You are not an outsider. You are not unworthy. The real challenge lies in silencing this shadow, in learning to love yourself first and foremost. It's no simple task, but it's crucial. When you begin to value yourself, the discomfort in social situations starts to fade. Why? Because you realize that your worth is not dictated by others. It's not measured by how many friends you have or how many parties you attend. It's something inherent, something unchangeable. Remember, you're worthy of being part of any social circle. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks, guys. Next is depression. Depression is more than just having a bad day. It's a serious mental health condition. Depression is not a word to be tossed around lightly. It's a heavy burden, a dark cloud that can make even the simplest tasks, like getting out of bed in the morning, feel like climbing a mountain. Depression often creates a wall of isolation, turning social interactions into daunting challenges. The overwhelming weight of this mental health condition can lead to social withdrawal. It's not about disliking people, but rather the struggle to engage, to connect, to feel a part of something when you're battling your own mind. But it's vital to note that depression is not a solitary journey. There are professionals, therapists, and counselors who are trained to help. It's okay to lean on them, to share your burden. It's okay to seek help. Depression is a battle, but you don't have to fight it alone. What about social anxiety? Do you worry excessively about how others perceive you? This might be a sign of social anxiety, a common issue that can make social situations feel overwhelming. Unlike introversion, social anxiety isn't about preference, it's about fear. It's about the overthinking and worry that comes with the anticipation of social interactions. Social anxiety can make you equate discomfort with dislike. You might start to convince yourself that you simply don't like being around people, when the reality is you're anxious about how you're perceived. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean you're antisocial or that you hate people. It means you're dealing with a hurdle that many others face too. One way to manage this is by identifying your triggers. What situations make you the most anxious? Once you know, you can then set small, achievable social goals. Maybe it's hanging out with a close friend at a familiar place. Each small step can help in the long run. Social anxiety is a hurdle, but with the right approach, it can be managed. Next is toxic relationships. Are you always the one putting in the effort in your relationships? If so, you might be dealing with toxic relationships. These are relationships where the balance of give and take is skewed, where you're constantly giving and the other person is constantly taking. You may find yourself surrounded by individuals who seem more interested in narrating their life stories than listening to yours, or those who subtly criticize you, making you feel inadequate or undervalued. These toxic interactions can drain your energy and over time make you dread social interactions altogether. It's important to identify these relationships and take steps to address them. One approach is seeking advice from emotionally mature and understanding individuals. These could be family members, friends, or professional counselors. They can provide valuable perspective and guidance on how to navigate these tricky waters. Remember, a relationship should be a two-way street, and you deserve to be valued. Don't let toxic relationships rob you of the joy of genuine social connection. In conclusion, there could be various reasons for your discomfort around people. Perhaps you're an introvert needing time to recharge, or you grapple with small talk. Maybe self-esteem issues make socializing tough, or you're dealing with depression or social anxiety. You could even be surrounded by toxic relationships. Each of these factors can influence your social comfort. Remember, it's okay to seek help and take steps towards improving your social comfort. You're not alone in this journey.